Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly reading for the month of May, here with me, Jerry Morris, the Starry-Eyed Hedge Witch, here on the YouTube channel. So we're going to be looking at a card pull from the Seed and Sickle Oracle deck for your plant spirit for the month and what is of particular importance to you. We're going to be looking at the energies and how this can bolster your upcoming month in May. And we're looking at this gorgeous dawn reading from the Seed and Sickle Oracle. And if you would like to see more of this deck, you can already here on YouTube with a video exclusive to this deck showing all the beautiful cards, all the magical energies, and it's one of my absolute favorites. So without further ado, let's pull the card for you. And you have a Rose. Oh, I have to say, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck because it's so unusual. It's such an unusual presentation of rose and rose hips in particular. So I think we will actually look up rose hips as a part of the magic for the month for you guys. It's the last card of the autumn section, which is been a key thing. There's been a lot of autumnal ending energy for a lot of the signs coming forward in May because of all of the energies of introspection, a lot of eclipse energy, a lot of retrograde energy. So we're going to go back into the self. So check out your sun, moon and rising for a fuller picture of what's coming your way. So Rose. The rose belongs to the Lady of Miracles, the Virgin Mary. Rosaries get their name from the rose hips they were originally made from. If you've drawn this card, or if Sagittarius has drawn this card, a miracle of your very own may be on its way. Perhaps that creative block is about to lift, or you're about to make major headway on a problem that's been plaguing you. Either way, things are about to change for the better. Make sure you're ready to take advantage of it and get back on track. Back on track. Have you been off track, Sagittarius? Have you been head in the clouds? Well, let's have a look at some more rose energy. Roses range in colour from white to yellow, pink to maroon, and all have a certain aroma. The different colours also carry different meanings. White represents innocence, purity even, whilst yellow symbolises friendship. Pink and red are often a symbol of romance, love, gratitude, grace, joy, and admiration. Being the flower of love, roses have been used in magic love spells. It's believed that roses promote love and stimulate one's sex drive. Further, it is said that roses have the magical properties to help develop psychic knowledge and increase intuition. Simply, roses have been used to bring luck or a form of protection throughout history. Although its magical properties may not be scientifically proven, there is historical evidence that roses were looked back on highly in olden days. For example, in ancient Egypt, roses were viewed as sacred. Roses were found as buried in Egyptian tombs as an offering to the goddess Isis. Roses are also said to have medicinal value, to strengthen the immune system, reduce symptoms of insomnia, depression, anxiety, and menstrual cramps. Rose petals contain vitamin C, mineral tannic acid, and antioxidants. Thus, when ingested, can help control blood flow, digestion, bile secretion, prevent diarrhea, aid asthma, and even help in the absorption of iron. When used externally, rose can help in treating wounds caused by fungus, cold sore, or inflammation of the eyelids. Due to its fragrance, rosewater is used in many cosmetics and perfumes. In skincare, rosewater has anti-inflammatory properties to help calm acne and soothe irritated skin. Furthermore, the antioxidant properties in rosewater help to hydrate the skin and prevent aging. The rose hip oil, originating from the fruit of the rose, is said to be very beneficial, thus making it a very magical flower. So there you go. Right, okay. So, is it love? Baby, don't hurt me for Sagittarius. Going forward, I don't know. I don't know if it's all about love for you guys going forth into May. There's a lot of an energy of self-love that may be happening. I just want to have a look at rose hips as well. The rose is also associated with Venus and the element of water. So it does tie into the Taurus energy, also ruled by Venus for the first half of May until it shifts into Gemini season. And again is used for love, friendship, peace workings. Rose hips used in pot purees to bring peace and calm to a house. They're used in a ritual basket or medicine pouches or charm bags. Incense blends for the same purpose. With the elements of water present, rose hips can be used in cleansing baths or rituals and can be added to witches' bottles to bring healing. If you feel the need to draw love into life, you can work a rose hip spell. String rose hips with a needle and thread to create a necklace. Charge it with your intention and send it out into the universe to draw a perfect mate to yourself. Don't be specific. The universe knows what is best for you. Wear or carry your necklace with you when you go out. Rose hip tea with a drop of honey can be shared with your beloved one to inspire the beginnings of a romantic evening. I don't know why we went to Dracula. I have no idea. Rose hips for the Draculas. No idea. Right, place around your home to bring harmony and peace, especially if there have been arguments recently. It will clear the air. Tuck them into drawers and cupboards on windowsills and on the top of door frames. Rose hips are used in love, psychic powers, healing, luck, protection, peace, mysteries, knowledge, dreams, friendships, death and rebirth, abundance. It's ruled by Venus and the moon, as well as Pisces and water. Okay. That's a whole lot. So the first thing that I think is going to be important for the month of May for you guys is a kind of self-love that I think you've been neglecting. And I'm saying self-love to Sagittarians, and Sagittarians are probably going, I don't have time for bubble baths and hoo-has or whatever. And it doesn't have to look like anybody else's version of self-love. You can be creative with it. Whatever makes you feel good in that moment, whatever gets you back on track, whether it's very serious shadow work or it's having a giggle with people who bring out the best in you, whether it's going on an adventure, whether it's getting outside of your comfort zone, going on a hike, whatever it is, Sagittarius. Don't argue with the self-love concept. Make it your own. Okay? All right. And it doesn't mean you have to be still with a rosary and the image of the Virgin Mary either if that's not your jam. If it is, by all means, then do that. But if it is not, then go out into the world and find things that you love. There really is this feel of this card for some reason with your mixed with your energies of a need to go forth and find love or go forth and be loving to other people and yourself. You have this capacity to be very big-hearted, very loving, to connect with people from all over the world if you so choose, and to bring that medicine into the world. And Rose has a massive history all tangled up with love, and that can go in a very soft and gentle direction, but it doesn't have to. It can be inspiring, it can be vathom, it can be sexual, it can be about bringing peace into your heart if you want it to, but it can also be about getting up and shaking your tail feather till the end of the night. It really depends on where you're at in terms of energies. Now, May is a difficult, complicated month. You're going to need all of the love to harness your way through it, because if you do not show love to yourself and to others, miscommunication is going to be rife. People are going to get the hump, take the wrong idea, things are going to be messy. I wouldn't do it. That's this month, Sagittarius. I would just embrace the idea of being a little bit hippie and a little bit juju and a little bit love and light and just roll with it. And I know that I just said love and light, but at the same time, a little bit is good. Too much is sugar overload, Russian wanting to vom your guts out. All right, so don't overdo it. Don't be inauthentic with it. Authenticity is key, especially with the Mercury retrogrades coming up, because you don't want to be lying, you don't want to be pretending, and you don't want to be putting a good face on if you don't feel it. Be truthful. Lots of truth energy coming up actually with this Rose. Be kind to yourself and express yourself truly and authentically, and we will make it through the other side. But get back on track, because if you have been jolted off course lately, if you have been feeling a bit weird, a bit lost, this is the time to align with those retrogrades. Have a good look inwards. Engage in whatever kind of self-love you absolutely need and get yourself back on the journey of yourself, because you've not been feeling quite 100% lately, possibly. And so you need to take a good look at that, why you've not been doing that, where that's been coming from, and readjust yourself, because you can do it. I know you can. You adventurous souls, you. So that's it for the month of May. If you would like to hear more, then hop on over to Patreon, where you can get a monthly astrology reading as well as a card, and you can navigate all the nooks and crannies of the astrology, which is a lot in May. And each week we have a card of tarot and oracle variety to help us through each week, get witchy, get on task, get on target, feel better, and generally form a bit of a community over there. So please come and join me. I hope you enjoyed your reading for the month of May, and many blessings.